Boom. Boom. What's up, everybody? This is the Beast, and you're watching Primal Rage. Yes, on Netflix right now, you can watch episodes 1 through 5, the season of Masters of the Universe Revelation. I did my review of the whole season of the 5 episodes that are only 25 minutes long of Masters of the Universe Revelations. Since the release of the series, it proved that we, the fans, it proved that Clownfish TV was right all along. Kevin Smith went off the rails on fans, saying, well, the audience score is only 23% because review bombing. No, Kevin, it is called criticism. Because who the fuck do you think you're making this for? You're making it for the fans. You don't, okay, first off, people, you don't make 80s properties without trying to hit the older fans. Because without the older fans, without the kids of the 80s, you don't get the kids of today. Without the fans of yesterday, you don't get the fans for tomorrow. You have to appeal to that. And the whole time it's like, well, you know, this is for He-Man fans. About time. He pulls out the sword. It's He-Man is He-Man is He-Man. Episode 1, right off the bat, kills He-Man. Kills Skeletor. Yeah, Skeletor comes back. Prince Adam comes back to get killed again. Well, at least it appears like he got killed again. But, people, when episode 2 happens 25 minutes later, Teela is now looking like a man. And it focuses on Teela and her merry band of misfit feminists to go off on the road. Now, we're going to take a look at some of these articles. Kevin Smith bouncing back on us, calling us toxic fans. Where have we seen this before? Now they're also calling possibly for LGBT representation. I think it's safe to say at this point that this series is in the toilet. So, with that being said, make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't miss any more reviews. Get the word out. The Beast is in town. Get some Primal Rage going on right here, right now. This is by IndieWire. Kevin Smith tells off toxic He-Man fans that Netflix series is too woke. Deal with it. Well, we've been told to deal with it by Rian Johnson, Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilms, the actors, the actresses, toxic He-Man fans. What the fuck is a toxic He-Man fan? Yeah, He-Man fan. Yeah, how are you toxic? We didn't make this shit. All the animosity, people, as always, is coming from Kevin Smith. It's coming from these whacked out, politicized filmmakers pushing garbage content. You're telling the customers you make garbage, and now you're yelling at the customers. You're yelling at the fans. You made a trash show, and now you're yelling at the fans because the fans didn't like it. Wow. Smith says anyone upset with his new Master of the Universe series doesn't understand the original it's based on. It's not based on the original. It's not based on the 80s filmation. It's not based in the 2000s series. It's a light reboot of itself, where you kick aside the male characters and you push the female characters. You make the female protagonist look like a man. That is today's political nonsense. And that is toxic, Kevin. Not the fans who don't like it. Kevin Smith's animated series, Revelations, is the latest bit franchise IP become the victim of toxic fandom. Here we go again. We're getting the same shit that we got when they had Luke Skywalker drinking green milk. The same shit. The fans are always going to get trashed. This is not going to help Mattel's toys, by the way. It's not going to help their sales for the toys. Similar to Rian Johnson's Star Wars The Last Jedi, Smith's direct sequel series, He-Man Master of the Universe, 1983, 1985. It was titled He-Man and Masters of the Universe. He-Man is totally scrapped from the title this time around. It's called Master of the Universe Revelation. Revelation that Teela is now the protagonist of the show and not He-Man. He-Man's in the show? You fucking pussies! He's in the show! Stop crying! Grow the F up! Yeah, he's in the show in the flashbacks. While Teela, with her new buzz cut and her big, giant, stalky arms, is just taking over the show. Pretty sure, Kevin, it's not what the fans were expecting. You don't care what the fans are expecting. Just like the toxic filmmakers, political activists of today, you decide to jump on the woke train. Says, Master of the Universe Revelations is being review bombed on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb and trolled on social media for taking the franchise in directions fans don't agree. Okay, so that makes us toxic? We're not getting the stuff that's made for the fans. We're getting the stuff that these politicized activists are making for themselves. To see for the left, hey, look how good I am. Look what I did. I'm one of you. In the meantime, the fans get fucked over. Again. A lot of toxic backlash stems from, it's toxic backlash, people. To state your criticisms and the shit that angers you, what they did to the main... Master of the Universe about He-Man. Now, unless you title the show She-Ra, this one's with He-Man. Yes, you do got female protagonists in the show. But He-Man, at the end of the day, is the fucking man. At the end of the day, at the beginning of the episodes, now stories might vary from episode to episode, and everybody's okay with that. They never sacrifice the male characters to push the female characters in the original 80s series there, Kevin. And with everything the way it is today, them doing that, they're going to do that to James Bond and Indiana Jones. The way that male characters have to be sacrificed to make these 80-pound bitches look like the most badass women in the galaxy, it's pathetic. And that's the way everything is done now. You bait and switch, Kevin. That's all it is. Bait and switch. Sacrifice He-Man, kick him to the curb, to switch it to Teela. Oh. Okay, so a lot of toxic backlash stems from Smith's decision to seemingly kill off main characters He-Man and Skeletor in the pilot episode. The twist allows supporting characters like the female warrior Teela. Well, I don't call her a female anymore. She don't look like no woman to me. Looks like a male. To assume lead roles as they search for magic that can bring He-Man back. Why? People, at this point, it doesn't matter what season 2 is going to bring. It doesn't matter if it undoes everything for this one, because you already have these 5 episodes that totally shit over Master of the Universe lore. Smith says, I know there's some people that are like, hey man, this show's woke. He says, I'm like, all right, great. So was the original cartoon. We're fucking sequelizing. Go watch it then. There are girls in every episode. Deal with it. See, Kevin just wants to circle jerk around the legitimate problems that the fans have with the show. Well, there was women in every episode in the original series that we're fucking sequelizing here. Nobody says there wasn't, Kevin. But they never sacrifice He-Man, turn Teela into a boy to make the show about her. Whatever. Kevin Smith made his career trying to be like the nerd and the geek culture that he thought and tried to push out like he was representing with Clerks and Mallrats and Chasing Amy and Jay and Silent Bob. But all the time, he is just another shitty political activist disguised as a filmmaker to push his shit. He makes lousy shit. So he's got to put himself out there somehow. Might as well shit all over an 80s franchise that he didn't give a shit for anyway. And then slam the fans for it. I don't think that's going to help sell Clerks 3 there, Jim Bob. And by the way, you're going to tell the fans to grow the fuck up? Then why do you dress like a little nerd geek from the fucking 90s? Lose the fucking hat. Wear a fucking suit. Wear something other than trying to look like a little geek nerd that we know you're not. Why don't you grow the fuck up, Kevin? He says, okay, the showrunner said of his approach to the series, all we have to do is not disavow anything. Nobody's saying, hey man, everything you knew about He-Man was wrong. It's like, no, everything you knew was absolutely right. And now this is what happened when they finally had their epic battle. And what happened after that. In the first episode, look, I don't have a problem with He-Man getting killed, killing Skeletor to save Eternia. I mean, he didn't. I will say this. He-Man did not go out like a pussy in that episode. But that should have been the last episode. Should have been like an hour long or an hour and a half long. To bring it down to these two battling, fighting to the death, and saving Eternia. No, they do that 24 minutes later, you see He-Man and Skeletor going out. The first episode. The rest is just Teela carrying on with her merry band. He-Man still appears in Revelation, the flashbacks, later rejoins the show in more present capacity. For He-Man, okay. He gets on to say some really nasty shit to the fans. Like, do you fucking think that Mattel paid me fucking money, all that money, to fucking kill He-Man? I don't know, Kevin. I don't know what the deal was with you and Mattel. I don't know how much they paid you to fuck up this franchise. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is what I saw was just 5 episodes of a shit show. First off, 5 episodes for a season? 5 25-minute episodes is a season now. This is how you know filmmakers today are just creatively bankrupt. I mean, if you look at like The Walking Dead or Star Trek, The Next Generation, there's like 25, 30, 35 episodes for a season. And they're like an hour long, or almost an hour long. You have to, ration it the commercials that you get in there. Now it's down. How do we go from 30 episodes for a season to only 5? So what is season 2? Oh, that's season 2. Maybe it'll be 6 episodes, Kevin? 25 minutes? Because you don't have any fucking imagination, do you? Right? Clerks 3. Are you going to have your daughter Harley look like a boy, Kevin? But don't worry, Kevin. Don't worry. You got a lovely daughter, Kevin. And I am not interested in any fucking thing you ever do ever again. In fact, I'm going to find my Clerks DVD, and I'm going to use that shit as a clay pigeon. You never were that great, Kevin. You never were great. Oh, and it gets better, people. Let's see here. Masters of the Universe Revelations hints at a major LGBT romance. You knew it was coming. You knew this was coming, people. They were going to LGBT bomb this show at some point. It's coming. We had the same. We had the same Star Wars. Oscar Isaac wishes Poe and Finn were gay in Star Wars, but people are too homophobic. Oh, yes. Poe and Finn will not have a romantic moment in The Rise of Skywalker. But director Abrams hints there will be LGBT representation. Yes, in The Rise of Skywalker, you had 2 female bitches of the Resistance making out at the end. You almost don't even really see it. You really got to look for it. She walks up and they just start making out and boom, it cuts. Because they had to have it. They had to do it, people. But now they're pushing it here. You got the Reylos out there on Twitter. The weirdos. Why doesn't Adam ditch his wife and go have little Raylets with the girl who played Rey? I mean, we need real. Wow. The first 5 episodes of Massive Universe Revelation hints at a major LGBT romance that could shake up the He-Man lore immensely. Do you really think Mattel paid me all this money to fuck up He-Man? Do you really think so, Toxic fans? I don't know what Mattel paid you to do, honestly. I'm not quite sure if this is exactly what they had in mind. I was thinking that you were going to stay true, keep He-Man the main character about him, and battling the bad guys with Teela, Man-at-Arms, and all the on the side. Respect the lore. Because in the original, King Grayskull was a white guy. So you're not sticking to the same shit. This is not a continuation or a sequelization, Kevin. When you decide to start changing people's races and make Teela look like... This is like a reboot, okay? Now you're retconning all kinds of shit, Kevin. Now you want to change it up even more, it seems. Says one of the most diverse, groundbreaking aspects of Netflix, She-Ra and Princesses of Power. Yeah, they made She-Ra look like a boy. Really dumb shit they did with She-Ra. And that She-Ra can't look like a woman. Teela can't look like a woman. But we're staying true, right, Kevin? Oh, yeah. The Princess of Power was the LGBT angle the series took. It's supposed to be for kids. Isn't that what you say to the toxic fans, Kevin? Isn't that what all you toxic film directors say? It's for the kids. The kids don't want this shit. Without the fans, You don't get the kids. When you politicize this stuff, you don't get the kids. Says took from Bo's dads, Nitasa and Spinnerella being married, to Shira and Katra falling in love. It gave the show a fearless Aurora and provide a powerful message of acceptance. Nobody accepted it. Coincidentally, the streaming service seems to be venturing to similar territory once more with Teela and Andra in Master of the Universe. Yeah, you can just tell with the icon. There's some serious action that, frustration with the looks there. You could tell it's gonna be it's a shit show. Initially, when Teela's upset with Prince Adam's death, now he kept her from his secret He-Man identity. It felt like she might have harbored romantic feelings for her best friend. However, the 5 episodes progress, it becomes clear it's all platonic and that she's actually hurting from a breach of trust between sibling figures. Oh, yeah. Yep, there it is. There it is. I told you. We saw that picture. They were like, no, Beast, wait till the trailer before you start criticizing. You have no right to criticize. You gotta watch it. We did watch it. And it was everything we said it was gonna be. We didn't need to watch it. I mean, this is forget Orko. Orko's dead. Spoiler alert. Robato's dead. Killed himself, putting the sword back together. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is staying true to the lore, everybody. And we're going to have some serious LGBT action. Well, we know he's going to be the guy in this LGBT relationship, huh? We got Elliot Page here. Yeah. It's great. It's great. And, He-Man fans, stop it. He-Man fans review bombing Master of the Universe. And Kevin Smith is fighting back. Yeah. It's not just that. This is He-Man dies, and he dies early. And so does Skeletor, at least the first episode. Now, I will say this. Oh, yeah, here we go. Smith reacted to the backlash stating, I see people online go, hey, man, you're getting rid of He-Man. Like, you really effing think Mattel Television, who hired and paid me money, wants me to do a effing Master of the Universe show without He-Man? Grow the F up, man. Like, that blew my mind. Bunch of people being like, oh, I smell it. This is a bait and switch. But it is. But it is. Of course there's going to be He-Man in the show, people. Kevin's telling the truth. He's just going to be in the flashbacks. Or they're going to have Prince Adam all soyed up being a pussy for the rest of the series, while Teela now that, well, you had your chance and you got killed. I'm going to be the new woman of Master of the Universe. Oh boy, there it is, people. It's coming. It's coming. LGBT stuff. This show is falling the same route as Star Trek, Discovery, as Star Wars, and Ghostbusters. We replaced the males with females. How'd that work out, by the way? Yep, we bait and switch, just like Terminator, Dark Fate. Well, they just gave a Dark Fate to He-Man. So this is, and they got a male-looking female protagonist, Just like Dark Fate. You know, you got to get rid of John Connor first 5 minutes in. It's almost like they copied that plot. Surprised there won't be another old He-Man named Carl. You know, has a family somewhere in the mountains. What a shit show. We saw this coming. And Kevin doesn't like that we called his shit out. Doesn't like it. Anyway, people, that's the video. If you want to be kept up more on what's going on in pop culture and the war and the battle, well then waste no more time. Hit that subscribe button and don't miss any more reviews. It's going to get crazy up in here. We still got some summer days left. Oh, and I have a feeling Kevin Smith isn't done blowing his fucking brain cherry all over the internet with his rage. Stay here, stay informed, and be safe out there. Get your rage on. Woo!